Grit comes through in the movies as a cinematic montage. Fast cuts, heavy music, the hero gets stronger in 3 minutes. It's not that. I've spent about a year, the last 52 Wednesdays, shoveling dirt, as Stephen King would call it, although he would use a more choice word, for a Texas Nomad, my newsletter. And here's what I have learned. Grit is actually a high tolerance for days that feel identical. It's the unsexy act of staring into the abyss. Trust me, the abyss is a lot more fun when it stares back. When it doesn't stare, boring. The middle part of any project where the excitement is dead, the finish line is a ghost, and all you're doing every day is refusing to reopen that conversation with yourself about whether you should quit or not. Just published issue 50. It's February of 2026. It's been a year. Instead of a victory lap, I'm here to talk about dirt. In issue 50, Pretty Gritty, I write about the abyss. Angela Duckworth wrote a whole book about grit called Grit. The problem is everyone thinks grit means gritting your teeth. It doesn't. It means showing up on week 37 when the excitement died in week 4. It's kind of poetic that I publish every Wednesday. There's a Wednesday in every project where you realize the version you dreamed of making isn't actually the thing you're making. The weather's trash, kind of like the deluges we've had here in Medellín, and you have to decide if you're gonna keep shoveling or walk away. That's the pretty gritty reality. Pretty, you might think, refers to my mascot, Rio, hummingbird with boots on, or the idea of traveling, being a nomad, living in different countries. But it's not that exciting. The grit is a 2 a.m. session wondering if anyone is even reading. If you're in that middle muddle right now, whether it's a creative project, a relationship, business you're trying to launch, entrepreneuring, what I've found and what I recommend is stop checking the stats. The stats can kill your creativity and you can get addicted. Everyone says optimize, monetize, all the I's. I think you just keep going. Stop looking for signs. The sign is you, showing you haven't quit. What Duckworth figured out is that grit isn't heroic. Again, this is not a movie montage. It's boring. It's agreeing to a direction, committing, and refusing to renegotiate every time your mood changes. I'm looking at 2026. Not as a year of growth, that'll happen, but as a year of shoveling. Because the version of yourself that people actually need is the one that survives the boring parts. I put a poll in my last newsletter because I wanted to see where my squad was at. I'm asking, how's your current project feeling? Is it a cinematic montage? Is everything clicking into place and the music is swelling? Or are you shoveling dirt? Just identical days, slow process. You're uploading to SoundCloud, whatever your thing is. Drop a comment below, tell me. Be honest. There's no shame in the dirt. That's where the roots grow. My editor is shoveling dirt right now editing this. Shout out to the shovelers. Every week I do a write-up of something I've watched, streamed, and also something I've read. Issue 50, the read, was Duckworth's Grit. Here's what she gets right. Passion doesn't necessarily mean excitement. It means you're still interested in the thing even when it's not interesting anymore. That's what these first 50 issues have been. Not every Wednesday feels like passion, or well, the days before when I write it, especially Tuesday if I've been slow. Sometimes it feels like an obligation. Sometimes it just feels like maintenance, but I keep showing up and asking the same question. What does it look like to live intentionally when nothing forces you to? Duckworth also talks about deliberate practice, the unglamorous repetition that builds a skill. A weekly newsletter is not about viral moments, it's about what happens when nothing happens. The people who survive are not better or more talented, the people who quit are not less talented. They just reopen the conversation with themselves one too many times. So, issue 50, done. We've We've looked into the abyss, we've talked about grit, and we're still here. If you want the full experience, the links, see what my insouciant little sidekick Rio says, and the deep dives I only share in writing, hit the link in the description and join a Texas Nomad. It's free, it's every Wednesday. It's always a little weird. I'm Edward, I'm in Medellín. The abyss is still there, but I got my shovel. See you next Wednesday.